everybody. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm currently sitting in the car waiting for my daughter. She's taking a bike ride with some friends. So I already did my run this morning. I don't feel like getting hot again, so I'm just hanging out here in the car waiting for him, because it's yeah, it may be fall, but it's 86 degrees, so nah, I'm not gonna get all hot and sweaty again, although I may play badminton with them. I don't know, we'll see. So, when I was on my run this morning, I was thinking about all of you guys, and all the people that are, getting ready to start the process of getting a new smile. And I was comparing, getting new teeth, having your teeth done, getting dentures, to a marathon, really. And as some of you know, I'm training for my first marathon. I was actually supposed to do it today, the 5th of November, but I had to take a month off because I had good old IT band syndrome. Yep, that commonly affects runners. So that also kind of made me think about the whole denture thing, because as with many things in life, you're gonna encounter difficulties. You're gonna, encounter challenges, and things may not go like you thought they would. But the important thing is to keep on going, So I guess I'll use running as an analogy, because I can relate, I can kind of say that I've been through both. I got my dentures May 2016, and I started running in January 2016. And I now am training for my first marathon, which is 26.2 miles. I've done a half marathon. I really run 13 miles every weekend, so it's really not a big deal. But when I first started out, I couldn't even run a mile. And getting dentures is the same thing. You see all of us coming on here and smiling and saying, hey, I'm doing good. But what you don't see, well, sometimes I didn't show my first 2 weeks. I didn't even realize I was going to even do YouTube videos until probably about week 2. I was thinking about it, but so I didn't share my journey, from the very beginning, before having my extractions, and then right after. Honestly, it wasn't a thought of mine. I was just trying to get through that first week, to be honest with you. The last thing I was thinking about doing is making a video. So kudos to all of those who have done that, who have come on here, hours after their extractions, days after their extractions. Anytime during that first 2 weeks really is pretty impressive. So I give it to you guys. But we talk about, taking small steps, and really that's what it is. Just try to be as positive as you can, and that's hard to do when you're in pain. It's hard to say it's going to get, hard to think anyways, it's going to get better. People tell me it's going to get better, but I'll be honest with you guys. Before having my extractions, I didn't have very long of a time from when I was told, hey, you're going to need dentures, and when I finally got it done. So I think that's a good thing, because I really didn't have a lot of time to get all anxious about it. And I was in the more of the mindset of, let's get this done. I have suffered enough, personally, physically, in my relationships, with friends, with, of course, my fiance, with everything. Let's do this. I'm not scared. I was a little bit, but let's do this. So it's hard when you see people saying it's going to get better, but I'll tell you, it was those people who I had watched before my extractions that said it's rough the first few days, but it gets better every day. So when I was in a lot of pain during that first week, I'm telling you guys, I just kept thinking it's going to get better tomorrow. It'll be better tomorrow. And every day I kept doing that, and I'm not saying that it's a walk in the park, because it's not. You guys, I take medicine for my back. I take pain medicine. These are small pills. I couldn't even take it. Ted had to I'm not even kidding you. He had to cut it into 4s. What? And it took all that I had just to swallow that little tiny pill. I mean, I'm not even kidding you guys. Yeah, I was on liquids, you know. I got that dinner through a straw kit that I showed in my very early videos. It's not easy, but I was just happy that I could smile. Even though I couldn't, eat anything. I was just happy that I was on my way to being happier and healthier and having a nice smile. But, the first month I'd say is probably going to be the most challenging. Of course, the first few weeks you're healing. You're not going to be able to chew, anything with any kind of hardness to it. I was finally able to, chomp down on things. It was Chex Mix. I think it was like maybe week 3. I know it was in June, so I'd say, I can't remember exactly, but it was a couple weeks, and I was just so excited to be able to eat Chex Mix. I remember that. I was at work, and I was like, oh my God, you guys, I can eat Chex, and they're just looking at me like, okay. But, I just want to kind of give you guys some positive thoughts. This isn't easy. Of course, now I'm well into my permanents, and I love being adhesive free, but I still have challenges too. I told you guys a funny story that when I was running, I had to yell at some dogs and my teeth almost came out. I'm not even kidding you. So I think about things like that. Like, oh my God, am I going to run into those dogs again? Oh God, I'm going to have to yell and my teeth going to come out. But usually I don't think about things like that, but I'm just saying. But no, there's challenges, like I was saying about running. It's comparable to that. You start off slow and you're going to be sore. Heck yeah. Well, teeth, same thing. You're going to be sore as you start to eat new things and you're using your gums that are sore, and it's gonna suck. It is. But just know that each day gets better, and I think you're gonna, after a few months, you're gonna say, I got through it. You know what? I got this. But I wouldn't change it in a minute. I wouldn't. And years down the road, I'd like to get those implants, maybe, especially for the bottom one. But then I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to go through all that soreness and pain again. But again, we'll get through it. If we can get through getting all of our teeth removed and dealing with immediate dentures, we can deal with whatever other process we want to do, whether it be implants or whatever. But everything takes work. Nothing is easy. And just know that when you're struggling and you're sore and you want to take your teeth out and either gently place them down or throw them across the room, just know that it won't always be difficult. Now, if your denture isn't fitting correctly, that's a different topic. Of course, with immediate dentures, you're gonna have your denture get really big. That is normal. But when I hear or see people that get especially their immediate dentures, and they don't fit correctly from day one, or they're in so much pain because they don't fit well, that upsets me, because no one should have to suffer like that. So the biggest thing I'd suggest for that is just communicate with your dentist. Let them know what's bothering you. You are going to be, having some discomfort. You are. But there's a difference between excruciating pain to where you can't even put your dentures in versus just soreness, and even now, what is this, November, I still get some soreness up here, after a long day of wearing my dentures. Not every day, but sometimes, and I can't wait to take them out. But excruciating pain, no one should have to be in excruciating pain. So definitely, communicate with your dentist, and let them know what's going on, and ask them what can you do, to relieve that pain. And if they tell you, well, just deal with it, well, maybe see someone else, get a second opinion. Most dentist office that I've heard of anyways don't charge for consultation, so maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying, it seems like some dentists are really great at providing good customer service and listening to their patients, whereas others are just like, well, what do you expect? What? If you can't eat with your immediate dentures after you're healed up a little bit, I'd say after a month, if you're not able to eat most foods, I'm not talking about biting, that does take some time, but I hear of people that can't even eat with their teeth in, and it's like, are they just they just haven't gotten comfortable with it yet, or is it because they're in a lot of pain? I mean, you should be able to eat with your teeth. That's why you got them. You shouldn't have to be able to, you shouldn't have to take them out to eat. That just breaks my heart, and I hope that those people, if they deal with that they can get help, because everyone deserves a nice, beautiful, functioning, healthy smile. We didn't go through all this to suffer for months. It's not easy, but the pain goes away. You can eat things, and there was times when I was eating that apple that my gums were sore after, but it wasn't anything crazy. It was just sore, but it was a good sore because I knew that I ate the apple. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you have a great day, and I wish you all the best. For those who have either just undergone their extractions and are on their way into their immediate dentures, or who are going to have their extractions coming up, I wish you guys all the best. All right, take care.